The purpose of this video is to answer a question I get all the time, which is, should I make a partial payment to my lender? If you're already a subscriber of this page, good to see you, welcome back. If not, make sure you subscribe and like the video below. That really helps me get information out to the people who need help. This video in particular was made from a question asked by one of you out there. So if you have a question or you have an additional thought or something to share, I will respond to you, I will get back to you. So make sure you let me know kind of what's going on or what you're thinking or if you have a question. So once you miss a mortgage payment and the payments kind of start to accrue, something I hear all the time from borrowers is they want to know, should I make a payment to my lender kind of in good faith to show them that I'm trying? And so when I say partial payment, what I mean is, let's say you're 2 months behind on your mortgage. You owe them 2 mortgage payments. Let's say your mortgage payment is $1,000 a month. So you've missed 1 month, you've missed a second month, you owe $2,000. A lot of times homeowners will ask me like, hey, I have $1,000 now. Should I just send this $1,000 to the bank to let them know that I'm a good person, that I'm trying, and that I will pay them back as soon as I'm able? In a more extreme example, if you're several months behind, let's say you're 10 months behind, you owe them $10,000, I'll have homeowners say to me, hey, I have 3 months worth of mortgage payments. Should I just send this off? And the reason behind this question is really sweet, actually. I think a lot of us think that if we kind of demonstrate to the bank that we're trying, that we have the funds, that we're doing the best that we can, that the bank will kind of feel something toward us, that they may hold off on foreclosure because they know that we're trying our best. So the general advice I'm going to give is, do not make a partial payment to your lender if you're behind. The risk that you run if you send a partial payment is that they may keep it and then they still may continue with foreclosure activity. Now, banks are not supposed to keep partial payments once you're a certain amount behind. Typically that happens around your 3-month mark. So if you're in this kind of 2-month window, if you're behind 2 months or so and you try to make a payment, it's possible that the bank might accept that partial payment within that 2-month window. After that, they're supposed to reject your partial payments because you would still be in default even if you made a partial payment, and they could still move you to foreclosure. So a lot of you are going to start to see your lender actually reject partial payments unless you can pay the full amount back. But some lenders will accept payments and they'll just keep them. And if you don't have any representation and you don't know what your rights are and you don't have any help, if you send the bank $4,000 out of the $10,000 that you owe, you run the risk that the bank will accept that $4,000, apply it to your balance, but it won't resolve anything for you. They might still move you to foreclosure because legally you're still in default. So better than making a partial payment is to figure out an actual solution through their loss mitigation department. So as you guys know from watching the other videos on this page, a solution might look like a loan modification, it might look like a repayment plan, it might look like a forbearance, a short sale, depending on what you want to do with the home. There are a plethora of options available to you, but making a partial payment because you feel like it will indicate to the lender that you're trying. The lenders are just big organizations, they're big creditors. There aren't individual people who care, who understand why you're making a partial payment. So I always tell my clients not to do it unless you can pay what's called the full reinstatement amount to just bring your loan current. Don't make a partial payment. You could end up in a worse situation where you'd be out your money and then you would still be kind of in foreclosure. If you want more information on how to reinstate your loan, there's a video here that talks about what a reinstatement quote is, how to get one, what to look for, and then kind of how to actually reinstate your mortgage. Partial payments typically not a good idea. Thanks, guys.